Hi, welcome to the market view for the Dow for Wednesday, the 3rd of September 2014. And what we're going to do is have a review of what happened for yesterday, the 2nd of September. So let's just wind forward, and you can see there the market putting in a sell signal right down at the BRN there. We're down at the 17,100 level. Is just here. Notice prior to the market opening we've got this resistance and support. There's a bit of a channel going on there, so in order to move low we need to break through this, and as the market moves forward we see the market below the BRN there. We see some buying pressure coming into the market. Buying pressure is very simple. The range of this bar is less in range than the selling bar that precedes it, but the volume is greater. If the volume is greater and the range is narrower, there can only be some buying pressure in the market. Obviously the sells are being bought up at the moment. Doesn't mean to say that the market will return and move to the upside, but it does show that they are doing their level best to try and hold the market at the 17,100 level at the moment. So the market is forced lower. You can see they're dramatic. The only way you can get through any sort of buying pressure is to drive the market hard, and this way it stops people actually buying the market back. So we see prices moving lower there. You see the volume increasing. You get the selling there, which is required to drive through, and then the market hitting the scalp there of 20 pips, and then trading down to the previous day's low. Just drawn back on the trade markup there for you, so you can see the number of points available in the trade. We're down towards 32 pips now, and we can expect some sort of support to come into the market at this level. And why is that so? Well, we have the manufacturing news out at 3 p.m, which is what the red vertical line is on the chart there. So the market, after selling as well, is likely to test, and what we mean by that, price is thrust down and brought back on the buying, just to see if there's any further selling around. You can see the market doing this now, and now we have the blue bar. Look at the volume. It's the most volume that's been traded so far during the session, and the market stuck at the previous day's low and the support one. So again, no surprise really that we're seeing this here. We've still got 24 pips on the table. We've had as much as 35, 36 at this time. And if you've got a high impact news item out, then you can actually consider taking the money off the table. What I've done here is also mark up a 100% extension to see if the market's strength after the news comes out is enough to actually move the market back to the upside as well, so I can get an indication of how much strength is in the market. So two choices here. You can either take the money, or you can move the stop to break even and then use 100% above the, in this case, the lower highs. Each consecutive bar has a lower high, and what we're doing here is moving 100% above this. You can also use 50% as well. Like I say, there are so many variables to managing trades, and I can't give one template purely and simply because people have different ways and sort of risk profiles, if you like, of trading the market. Some people want to grab the money. Some people are happy and more relaxed to say, well, what I will do is see if it's going to continue lower. The other variables, of course, is that we have a high impact news item, so why not just take all of the money and wait and see how the market reacts after the news. Again, so many strategies that can be employed in order to manage a trade. So what I'm trying to do is to give you a flavour, a lot of ideas of what you can implement for yourself based upon your own view and sort of risk profile, as it were. So now we're waiting for the news to come out. The market's gone very quiet. You can see this from the volume, and I'm just going to wind this forward a bit. Again, the volume now increasing and the range not that great. You'd expect the market to be driving back up as the volume increases here. If it doesn't, then it indicates there's some more weakness around in the market. And until that weakness is gone, the market will either have to absorb it or wait until it's gone before moving higher. In this case, we can see that we've got some selling pressure here already in the market. The volume's greater than the previous test bar now, and we've got the next bar moving slightly lower. So the news is about to come out, and we see this moving lower there, and then coming back. And this is an important bar because you can see how it's coming off the lows here. Again, we see some sort of testing in the market there. And then another reaction to it as well. We get another retest down to the next level here. This is 50 points down to this level, of course, from this shaded grey line to this one. So the market's retesting again, and the volume now is massive. It's certainly the largest number of trades that have taken place since the market opened. So we are going to see some support coming into this market. There's no doubts about that, because purely and simply the amount of volume. And the second clue is, of course, the market has closed off the lows. It's been brought back up towards the middle of the bars range there. So now we're seeing the market finding support, coming back towards the scalp, which when you've got this scenario here, if you're not out, you want to consider getting out, because it's likely the market's going to come back and trade even higher. But again, depends on the strategy you want to employ. If you've taken half of the position off and you move the stop to break even, you may be comfortable with that. Like I say, it's down to each individual the way that they actually trade, and finding a method that suits your own trading style. So there you see the market coming back to the 100% that we marked up earlier. And then we have a second sell. And what I'm going to do is to wind forward now, because the market trades sideways and moves back to the upside. I've now left the desk at this point and disappeared for an hour or so. And when I return, we have a sell signal. The market filling this again. Notice what we have here. The market's gone through the 17,100. We've also got the R1. We've got the previous day's high. We have a problem with the highs as well in the market, which you'll see in just a moment. And then this market is filled as well. We see prices moving low. We've got a bit of support coming into the market. This is a pogo stick, and a pogo stick is the opposite of a telegraph pole, which is this bar here, where we get indecision on the upside. This is support on the downside. So we're at the DP level as well, where we could also expect some support to move lower. We need to see some selling coming into the market. We've got that support at the moment at the DP level, so we shouldn't be surprised. And then the market's testing as well. We've got this testing to the left here, so we're going to see the market test. No buying response from it. In fact, we get selling, so the market then driven lower. And the scalp being hit 20 pips. We're heading down towards the 17,050 level there. You can see the market just approaching this now and finding support. I'm just rescaling the chart here. And about to put on the... there we go, see the BRN there just being taken out at 17,050, which is what you want to see. You want to see selling taking out this area. And what I'm doing here is just going over to the daily charts just to have a look and see what's happening. Let me just play the video here so you can see what I'm actually doing. Going to placing a fib from the recent high down to the recent low, and you can see the market stopped at the 76% this morning. That was the highest it or the afternoon traded to, and then this is in that area here, and then the market moving back to the downside there. I've also put in 100% above the high of this bar. The market hasn't traded to it. I'm showing you why the market's gone through this area as well. We had the support, and then it's driven through. We've got a second bar of selling there as well. So this trade so far 48 pips, and then I'm using the 100% extension on the lower highs. I'm also going back to the daily chart and having a look, seeing where this figure is here, 17,025, to see if there's going to be some support at this level as well. And there we see some support coming into the market around this level. We then take out the recent low, which I've just drawn in again. I'm always doing this, drawing in the lows just to see if the market's going to take them out. And what I'm looking for is the market to show an increase in selling, which we don't see. We're getting average price bars. There is the odd bit of buying just above the average there. And then price is moving back to the downside again. We get another sell signal there, which we would ignore because, and including this one as well, because we're already short from the top there. Looking around 60 points now, and we've got some buying coming into the market. So the entry price and the 100% there, that sort of area there, I'm looking to lock in the profits, just give it a bit of room to breathe, but to see if the market will hold or not. And again, we've got some testing coming into the market as well as the market pulls back. This low isn't being breached, and a bit of weakness there, a bit more selling coming into the market, but the soon absorbed and the market turns around, moves higher, and the trade is stopped out for around 50 points there. And then the rest of the trading session, I was out for dinner as it was my daughter's birthday, and there you see the market just drifting back. A bit of selling coming into the market there, and there we go. And on my return, I just stopped the video. There was nothing else worth recording there. So a bit of selling coming into the market there. So on the whole, a very good day for the Dow. And let me just move into the real-time one just for a second. Let's have a look and see what economic news we've got out for today. So on the economic news front, press the right button, try this one, there we go. We've got services PMI out at 9:30 for the UK and nothing for the US today. So again, just keep that in mind. Could have after yesterday's volatility, we could have a fairly quiet session there. In the daily chart, let's just have a look at this whilst we're here as well, because you've got to look at the background of the market to gauge where the market's likely to trade today. So let's just draw in a few lines and get a few figures. We've got the fib still in place here. Let me just cancel that because the market's struggling with this 76. I'm just trying to show you the figure there, 17,123. which the market traded to yesterday, and then moved down to this support that we've got at 17,025, which I drew in yesterday afternoon when the trade was in progress to see where the market was likely to stop, and that's precisely where it stopped and reversed and moved higher. We're in this sideways phase. It's also known as a distribution phase. It's allowing the pros to offload any stocks they wish to at the moment by moving the market lower. Any selling that comes in, they're buying back and moving back to the upside at this time. That's what the chart is showing. Slight increase in volume yesterday as well. We can see the selling in the market just here with the above average volume. Right, that's it for today. It's a bit longer than normal, but I just wanted to show you the trade in unfolding there in real time. Right, all things being equal, see you in tomorrow's edition. As ever, thanks for your support, and more importantly, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.